Alrighty guys, welcome back to... Oh, actually we haven't... I've got to introduce this. If you guys don't know what this game is, this is Total War Rome 2. I either said in this video, I think I said in the last video that I kind of want to take a bit of break from my bannerlord series. It's been a bit like just hard having to record a video every day for bannerlord. I'm just losing ideas of what to do on bannerlord apart from, you know, like follow this the campaign. So I had a really good battle today, and I thought, you know, I may as well do this as a video. I'd just like to remind you guys that I am not the best. Like, I'm not good at this game. I'm not very bad. Like, I've played it for a while. So I kind of know a little bit of what I'm doing, but I'm not the best. So just don't judge me too hard. But anyway, let's get into it. So this first faction here is Carthage. Now this is played by my friend Crunch, or his real name's Charlie, I'm pretty sure. But his name's Crunch. So he was playing Carthage, and then over here, my little box of Egypt is me. I am playing Egypt in this game. And over here, his name was Baltrix or something. He's new. He's only been playing for about a month, but he didn't do too bad. There's a lot of things he could have done, in my opinion, that would have definitely changed maybe a bit of how the game went. But for someone as new as him, he didn't do too bad. Now on the defending team, we have Nabatea. Now that was played by Malefic. And then over here we have Sparta, who was played by a new player as well, I'm pretty sure, because we tried to even out the teams. We had one new player each. And over on Epirus, we had Gorm Molyneux. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his last thing. Now, Gorm's really good at this game. So we kind of came into this just not really sure on, you know, like what was going to happen. But, yeah, so Gorm's really good at this game, and you'll understand that by the end of the video. But, yeah, Gorm also does YouTube, so I think I'll link his YouTube in the description, just because, you know, he's in the game, and he played very well, actually. So yeah, and I guess we'll get into it. So just chuck it on play. Now what we kind of did was moved our tortoises up, and over here Gorm's just going. Oh, it speeds up after a bit. Yeah, he's just going ham on this tortoise. I don't believe he breaks that tortoise, though. I think it's like 86%. He doesn't get to finish it. And he sallies over here. He has sallied out 2 hoplites. So yeah. I believe he's doing that. He's blocking this area off from the tortoises being able to, you know, go across on this wall here. And over here, I'm just moving up my 2 tortoises. I only really want a disc breach here and one here. And over here, Carthage is doing a whole line of tortoises. In my opinion, he did his tortoises a bit spread out. He could have probably come in here a bit more. And yeah. I'm just gonna turn this bloody music off. Etc. Oh, so over here, yeah, he could have. I reckon he could have probably. I can't draw, can I? He could have come across these walls here and broken these bigger fort walls down, because, you know, one tortoise breaks this. Well, not this whole wall, but these corner bits. One tortoise to break them down. He kind of spread out a bit too much with his tortoises. Like these ones over here just really didn't need to be used. Like, he probably could have brought these 2 tortoises around over here and made a bigger breach point. But he got focused down by Nabatea and Sparta because Seleucid took so long to push up. Now we were gonna wait for him, but we didn't actually. He just took so long to push up that we kind of just, you know, kept going. Like we pushed up our tortoises. We were just gonna make a hole in the wall and just leave it there for a bit, but he just took so long to push up that we kind of just breached over here. Now, so Seleucid is going up against Epirus. I end up going up against Epirus and Sparta, and over here Carthage goes up against Sparta and Nabatea. Sparta gets, I want to say, gets crushed pretty quickly. He still has a lot of units endgame, but Sparta was a newer player, so he didn't play as well as he could have. But he still did very good. Now this Ballista kind of he didn't do too much damage over here, but he hit me a couple times. I didn't think he'd hit me like this, but he kind of did it on a, I don't know how he hit me like that, but he did it on a really weird angle, and he managed to hit a lot of my units here. There was also this big gap here, but I don't think he got any shots through that. And here you see me kind of just pulling my units back, because this is, oh, the dogs come out here, but they just got volleyed. Oh, look at that. Poor dogs. They got wiped out pretty quick by Gorm. And see here, I moved my men back a little bit because we were waiting for Seleucid. But, yeah. You'll see how he's just, yeah. So this is what he did. He just blocked it off so that Seleucid couldn't actually like get any of his tortoises or towers in, because his tortoise. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the tortoises in and come through here and just knock this whole wall down. But we didn't end up actually getting any of the wall down, which kind of sucks. But you know, we things happen. So yeah, you see us just waiting here a bit. Let's see what's going over here. So Carthage actually didn't wait, and he got sullied out on by Nabatea. Nabatea was a very big support faction in this battle. He did fight Carthage, like on the front lines here, but he had so many reserves because Sparta just come in, and Sparta spread himself out so thin in this battle too. Which kind of was the reason why he just got dropped. And over here, these mercenary, oh no, they're losing decisively, but I don't know, over here, one of these units just got minced. I think that's when he moves up most of his units. But as I was saying, yeah, these Nabatean units just were kind of stayed back and, you know, just did things when they were needed. Over here, we've got Cav. Nabatea sullied out a few times in this. I actually messed up really bad. Like halfway about, no, not halfway, about towards the end of the video, you guys will see that. Yeah, and see, I've just, kind of lined my units up here really dodgily, because I got a bit frustrated that they were hitting me. Yeah, and I decided just to move them up. This is when we just decided to push, because, as you can see, Seleucid just hasn't done anything over here at all. He wasn't AFK, obviously. Like, he was here. He was a newer player, and he hasn't attacked a lot before, so he was just really didn't know what he was going to do. But yeah. So we'll just watch my side and Carthage's side. Oh, Nabatean Axe Warriors are, in my opinion, are such a good unit. They're just so good melee, and everything. Here, we'll chuck this up so we can look at their stats. Their armor's 65, and their melee attack's 35. They're not bad for like how much they cost. And if you upgrade them with tiers, they're really good. But yeah, and I just used them to throw Peeler, and then I just chucked them in, you know, to fight. And it's just they're such a good unit. And over where were they? I think they're over here. The Armored Desert Hoplites. They are so strong. They are such a strong Hoplite unit. I'd say they're right up there with the ranks of like the Spartan Hoplites, like the good ones. These guys and the Royal Spartans. So over here I've made contact with Sparta. He brought a lot of Perioki spears, which just got destroyed. And over here I tried to push through, but I just wasn't having much luck here. I had the I ended up neutralizing this, but it was really hard for me to face Sparta over here and Gorm, because as I was saying, Gorm is just so good, and he did so many tactics that just really frustrated all of us. Just like we just didn't know what to do, and like his archers, oh, over here, yeah, they shredded my archers. My archers wouldn't shoot at them, apart from these guys. These ones just kind of walked up and just kept going, and they wouldn't shoot at the archers, so that was very frustrating, and I kind of gave up on this spot, because I was really hoping Seleucid would start to push up around about now, and they just didn't, so I was kind of just like, oh, I'll hold them back, it shouldn't be too bad. And these mercenary Italian swordsmen were losing. I think they ended up losing. I know they're winning, actually, but they were. I thought I'd push up, and yes, these guys just got shredded. I think as they were running in, they just got peeled, yeah. So I didn't do too good. I'm not doing too good over here, but over here we're getting a little. We're not doing too good. They're losing, but I had my guys' back, so I don't know what happened here. I think it was just the AI part thing. I don't know how long it took me to notice this. Probably quite a while. But I seen that and I turned them around. They were just getting hit in the back and losing so many men. Oh, and over here, yeah, that cavalry just came in, and I knew he was coming, so like I didn't really pull my archers away. They weren't gonna make it, so I got a volley off and I did really good. They didn't. How many kills did they? Only got 48 kills, which is a lot, but we handled the cav pretty quickly. What's going on over here? So over here, Carthage. I think this is when Carthage started to get, yeah, moving up his Libyan infantry. Started to get more of a foothold against Sparta, but he just got. Then there was just this whole force of Nabatea over here that he just couldn't really do anything against. Because really what it should have been like was Carthage should have faced Nabatea. I was really against Sparta, and Seleucid should have been against Epirus. But what it really was it was me against Sparta and Epirus at the moment. So this is when I pull out. It was me against Sparta and Epirus, and Seleucid kind of just chucking somethings in. He tried to win this, but these slingers on the wall, I don't know if he's using them at the moment, but they got so many kills. Yeah, he hasn't shot yet, but these Rhodian slingers did so well. But he just couldn't really win this area. And yeah, so what I was saying was, I was really only against Sparta and Epirus here. And then Carthage was against Sparta and Nabatea. And the only really good thing that came out of that was Sparta was spread so thin. But apart from that, it was just, yeah, Nabatea had so many reserves, and same with just Epirus. Like Epirus could focus down on helping Sparta over here, and Nabatea could help focus down on Carthage. But hey, everyone's got to learn. Like, I'm not the best. Like, there were a few things in here that I just did not do well. And this is when I funneled some more units in here. This is when I kind of started to break through Sparta. He has so many units here, but I brought my archers around, and my archers just destroyed these guys. Some mercenary Cretan archers were shooting at me, but I focus fired on them and they got out of there pretty quick. I think this is when I started shooting them. Yeah. Oh, so I actually didn't really watch what Seleucid was doing because I was trying to micromanage so much. So this is what really went wrong, is he faced, the hoplites, and they had their backs to the wall, and then I'm guessing the slingers, yeah. So, yeah, this wasn't good, because these guys with their backs to the wall are just so good. And yeah, these hillmen just got destroyed. Yeah. God, these slingers just... He brought way too many of these Eastern Spearmen and Hillmen as well. Like, he brought about, like, 6 of them, and just... He could have definitely bought better units. My Archer Fire going into these guys. They were so crowded up that my archers just, yeah, just slammed them. These mercenary Samnite warriors are so good in my opinion. I love using them when I play Everest. Now over here, Carthage just didn't do very well. He kept getting sallied out on, so he was micromanaging a lot. I kind of felt bad for him because I was trying to help him with my general, but because I was micromanaging so much, I just couldn't really concentrate on one thing, more than one thing at a time. So Carthage kind of just got pushed into this like little area here rather than being, you know, like across here where he came in, and just got focused by, just cornered by these two factions. So over here, I'm winning against Sparta, and I'm not doing too bad against Epirus. He's brought his mercenary Samnite warriors, which are just destroying me. I think I pulled my archers back because I just couldn't really do anything. Oh yeah, he was bringing his archers around, so I didn't really want to do much. And yeah, Seleucid, this is when Seleucid kind of started pushing up. I told him to come around and go through this entrance here. I got a bit annoyed and I was like, you know, just come through here. Which is, he listened eventually. So this is when he kind of starts pushing, and he just got slammed because he doesn't have much, he has a little bit, but he didn't have much melee left. Because of how many hillmen that he lost to these guys. He just lost so many men to these guys and the slingers on the wall. And you'll see he just doesn't get one single bit of rest. The slingers just do not leave him alone. As you'll see soon, the slingers actually get on this wall here. Which, once again, as I was saying, the Epirus player is just a lot more... I would say he's played this game a lot more than all of us, so kind of just outplayed Seleucid here. He put his Balearic slingers up on here, and when Seleucid pushed through here, this breach, he just threw the slingers down on top of them and just got so many kills. Which they had a bit of an archer fight here, but unfortunately he only really committed 2 archers against all of Epirus's. He's bringing them over, but he just didn't really do enough, and Sparta brings some archers around as well and just helps kind of finish off Seleucid's archers. Because what I do is I either commit all my archers or none, because the moment you commit like 1 or 2 archers against like what he's doing here against 3, you know, they just get focus fired. He's got 3 here now, but yeah, see, Sparta's just got his archers over here. So over here, this is when I start breaking through Sparta. And I thought this would be really good, but it actually didn't very much help. Because Carthage lost so many men, he was just getting flanked over here. And I was trying to support him, but then he didn't really have any men to like help support that push. See, I tried to push through here. Like, I tried to come in here and give him some relief, but he just didn't have enough men to help with that relief, and neither did I. So it kind of was just like, we kind of just held there for a bit. We tried to focus down on Epirus a bit more, But one thing Empress did, which was so annoying, was this. His General Hellenic, well, they disappeared, but they're Hellenic Royal Guard, I think they're called. And they're a type of pikemen. These are very bad pikemen. These pikemen didn't last very long at all. They got, yeah, they got destroyed. But the Hellenic Royal Guard just destroyed my pike, like just everything. They're such a good pike unit. But they're very expensive, which is why I was a bit surprised he brought them, because we're on large funds. I was very surprised that he bought the, yeah, here we go, Hellenic Royal Guard. They're such a good unit. They're a very good melee unit as well, like 46 melee and their armor is 90. And they're just such an all-round good unit, and they just destroyed everyone's units. Like, he lined them up here and pushed, yeah, you guys will see. So Carthage this is when Carthage pushed in a lot of his units, and in my opinion, he didn't micromanage this very well. He just left units sitting here, like, he's fighting these guys, and his pikes are just getting shot at from every angle. He really shouldn't have had pikes here. He should have had the pikes facing this, like, facing this way, and now this way, or just not push them in at all. Like me, I had my pikes sitting here the whole time. And see this, he sallied out so much cav. Like, he didn't have a lot of cav, but he just kept hammer and anviling and just taking them back inside the settlement and bringing them back out. And it was just, it wasn't very good. So over here, yeah, Carthage ended up spreading himself out a bit more, but yeah, he faced his pikes around the right way. There's Libyan infantry over here, just didn't do very well, and this is what I meant, like, Nabatea had so many reserve units still, like, Sparta's still alive, and this was, I kind of had units, I had more units here, I was going to push in and help. I honestly should have done that sooner, but I started crumbling over here really quick. I should have brought my pikes in a bit sooner and put them in there, and I would have been able to support over here a lot better. But yeah, I just crumbled way too quick over here, and I was micromanaging, so you know, so my units sitting here, just not even bothering about them. And yeah, he brought archers around. I stopped shooting because I thought this archer was out of ammo, because I thought they had their swords out. I must have just seen this guy with his sword and not even thought about it, because then they just started firing into the sides of my men. And I noticed that pretty quickly, and moved my men around. Yeah, I started pushing up my pikes, but it was... Yeah, so I started pushing up my pikes, but it was just a bit too late. Now, and... See, we haven't covered much Seleucid, but Seleucid lost so many men so quickly. Like, they barely have anything left. And you seen how much was over here, when they were migrating over here, and they just lost so many men. And that was just based on, because he had so many things like Hillmen, and he had these Silver Shield Swordsmen, and they're a very good unit, but in my opinion, he probably shouldn't have brought them, and should have brought more, either more Thorax, and then less of these Hillman guys, but, the price difference isn't that much different, but yeah, he didn't use them as good as he could have for such a high tier unit. And over here, his units are really bugging out. Yeah, they just kept going down and not actually going up the wall. Oh yeah, over here, this is what I meant. My units I just crumbled over here. I sent one unit up, and They just got destroyed by Thoros spears. Yeah, so they crumbled pretty quickly and I wasn't watching. And over here, yeah, I lost. He charged out with his cavalry, and he got all my archers pretty much, and I didn't notice because what happened was Carthage told me that Nabatea's cav was hitting his pikemen, and I thought it was really funny because I thought his cavalry was like running into his pikemen like in the city here. I didn't actually think that he meant outside the walls, and I was sitting here micromanaging this, and I looked here and I just seen his general just munching on my archers, and I was like, oh god. And I pulled my general around, not quick enough, but thankfully my archers were almost out of ammo, so I got as much out of them as I could. I still used them throughout the game, but yeah. So here I kind of started forming up a bit more. These sort of spears were here kind of blocking my pikes. I was going to push my pikes into them here. I started forming up, but I didn't end up doing that. And Empress lost a bit. Like, either they didn't have a lot of men left, because you'll see towards the end of the video, they didn't have much left, or they had a lot sitting back here in the final stand. But Nabatea definitely had the most people left at the end. And this is where we kind of thought Carthage had a bit of a chance left, because he was kind of spread out not too bad, but he didn't notice this. This here falling, and these guys just all pushed in his back. Yeah, I think they're starting to do that now. And yeah, they all just hit him in the back, and then he had to like retreat here, and this is where we just crumbled here. My units here, I was holding them back and I pushed them in, and then he brought his pikes in. Took me a bit to realize that his pikes are there because I was micromanaging over here. They decided to pull my pikes in, you know, wrap them in here. It took me a bit for them to actually get in there because there were so many units clumped up here, and I really don't want to pull them back because I didn't want my pikes to get messed up. But apart from that, yeah. Yeah, see, when these guys lose, they just push straight into Carthage's side here. Carthage could have probably held them. Like, if you just come back to here. Yeah, this is where I pulled my Thorax swordsmen out because they were just getting destroyed by the pikes. Over, yeah, see, look at this. I was just trying to chuck them in. I ended up taking the pike thing off because I thought that might have helped get them into position. See, this is where my pikes are here, and I wanted them across like that. It just took a bit too long. But they ended up getting into formation, and I attacked the Thoros spears. But over here, as you can see, just Seleucid had nothing left. And these guys wouldn't go into the settlement properly. Either them or another unit just kept walking in and out of the settlement and wouldn't actually like attack. Yeah, see? They just kept doing this for the whole game. I think he was trying to attack the slingers up here, and because they couldn't get through there, they were gonna walk around here and go up this siege tower. I think that's what the problem was. But you know, I didn't look over here and try to tell him that because I just didn't really notice. I probably shouldn't have done this. I was clumped up so much. But I thought it wasn't going too bad at this stage, especially for me. But I just ended up crumbling. Here, he just pushed more. He just pushed his cav out. He kept trying to bait my general to come over here. I'm pretty sure so he could shoot me with either his archers or something else. But he he just kept waiting here, either trying to bait my general or for me to come, or for me to like not notice and him like push me. He ended up selling out, but I kind of just got into the settlement some more. This I should have pushed up and helped with a lot sooner, but there were like 3 pikes sitting here, just attacking Carthage. Over here, yeah, they kind of they broke, and then I kind of just formed up against these guys. I was like, oh, it shouldn't be too bad. And this Hellenic Royal Guard, we'll just watch them for a bit. They just walked through my men, especially my pikes. See how quickly they just shred my units? Look at their kills go up. Oh, getting a bit... It got a bit laggy towards the end of this battle. It must have been someone's connection. But yeah, they just walked through my men. Look, they were just at 15 before it started lagging, and look at this. They just went up. It was crazy. But I pushed some men in here, and I pulled my other pikes in. And yeah, see, they just sullied out with, like, a bigger army. And I held them at bay for a while. But, yeah. As there was just nothing I could really do. And I was starting to worry, because I ended up pulling back to here. So they couldn't actually, like, hit me in the side. And I didn't have to cover this and this. But yeah, these pikemen just got walked through. These aren't the best pikemen I could have brought. Like, I could have brought like 4x pikemen, but I wanted some more funds left over because we were on large. So I wanted some more funds here for some other units. Yeah, you'll see I pulled back a bit so that I could kind of cover this, and I brought my archers in, and I just fought my general against these.
Cut them down.
Mercenary brought his archers out. Oh, I actually didn't notice this because I was watching this. He brought them out and shot into our backs. That was very smart, actually. So this is where a lot of units started breaking here. I was kind of just hammering and anviling these spears. Not very smart because of the cav. But I was winning. And then, yeah, this just... I had my men with their backs to the enemy. I don't know why they did that. It took me a while to notice it. They weren't in combat, which was pretty lucky for me, but yeah. I'm just gonna wait to show you guys how quickly these Hellenic Royal Guards just walked through these pikemen. It was very horrific, actually. Like, I sat there, I was like, I should be able to hold them at bay for a bit, guys. Like, if we can kind of get rid of Sparta, because Sparta wasn't doing too well. He was still losing over here, I'm pretty sure. But so I was like, oh, I'll hold them at bay, and we'll get it done. Well, I actually didn't notice. Oh, when did this happen? I think he went up onto the wall or something. Real Peltas, and just another good unit. I'm pretty sure that got crushed pretty quickly. That was a very smart move, running on the wall like that. Over here, God, look at all this death. Ah, here we go. Look how quickly they just walked through my men. Just look at this. Just straight through my pikes. So I was there just like, oh my god, and they barely lost. They were at 135 men still, so this is kind of just where everything started to go wrong. obviously we started breaking. The game got really laggy towards the end. Like, we didn't have any unit. I think I was the only person with units left, and everything was routing, and we just conceded defeat because it was so laggy. Like, for some reason it just slowed down really bad towards the end of the game. But yeah, just these Nabatean heavy archers are so good, and they just had so many reserves left over. They just pummeled whatever was left. Oh, to speed this up. I was just hammering and anviling with a lot of my units here. Oh god, that got really laggy. We kind of just conceded defeat. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. If Seleucid had pushed up, we might have still had a chance. We still lost very, maybe if Seleucid had put pressure on Epirus, it would have been good. But apart from that, you know, it was a good battle. Learned a lot of things, especially on this map. And yeah, so look at the kills. So Gorm, as I said, 3,138 kills Gorm got. This is the newbie guy. He got 1,600 kills, which was actually quite high. But then again, he played Sparta, so I reckon if he had played any other faction apart from, like, obviously anything overpowered, we would have walked through him a bit quicker, but I think it was just because it was Sparta, it took so long to, you know, like, actually get through him. But yeah, we didn't do too bad. This was Seleucid. See, this is what I meant. Look how many Eastern Spearmen and Hillmen he brought. It was just, you know, if he had got rid of them, brought more Thorax Swordsmen, you know, probably would have been a bit better. But, yeah, and over in Carthage's army, Carthage didn't do too bad either. He got the most kills out of our team, so, you know, props to him. But, yeah, Nabatea, just look how many health units they had. And I was talking about Gorm having, no, so Gorm actually didn't have much left. So, yeah, if Seleucid had just pushed in a bit more, like a bit quicker with some more high tier units, we might have actually gotten through him. And then Sparta pretty much lost everything. 386 kills his general got. But yeah, it was a good battle. GG's. And yeah, thank you guys for watching that. Something a bit different to the Mountain Blade bannerlord videos. Definitely gonna still make the bannerlord videos. I just wanted a bit of a break from them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, peace out.